Hi, and welcome to my podcast Film Talk. And today I will be talking about Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2. So I watched them a few weeks ago now. I was planning to do my podcast a little bit earlier, but I didn't have the time, so I'm doing it now. And first of all, I just wanted to say I know there was a short film connected to both of them, well, to the first one, and the reason why the first one got made. It was a short film that came out in 2011, I think it was. I never got the chance to watch it, but I definitely will, so I can't really compare. I don't know, like, the original, story, the film was sort of based on to then make the film. But first of all, I just want to say, it is something. Like, this film is... It's one of those, to me, that... So, we're talking about the first one here, so... It's one of those, to me, that I don't know if I could watch again. Maybe I could watch the first one, then the second film, again, but I don't know. Like, one of my friends wants to watch it, and I'm like, yeah, we can watch it, but I will probably look away for a majority of the time. It is very gross. I know a lot of people know that. Like, that's been one of the sort of reasons why, like, it's become a big thing. You know, like, there's always films that are horrible to watch, and then through like social media it becomes, oh my god, this film's like so scary, it's so this, like, it's got this, it's got that, and then people want to watch it and so want to see if they can get through it. So another example of that would be like when Midsummer came out, people were like, oh my god, it's horrible. Like the worst ones, like Human Centipede, you know, people like challenge and watch it, things like that. So it's like Terrifier and Terrifier 2 is sort of like part of that, you know, I'd say genre of horror in movies, in the movies. When I first watched it, I knew I was going to get scared, but I didn't think I was actually going to get scared as much as I did, if that makes sense, because I knew it was a slasher, but usually slashers don't scare me, they just make me feel like really weird and like, ugh, it's so gross. But this actually scared me, and usually if I watch a film with a clown, I don't find it too scary. I mean, I found the original Pennywise quite scary actually than the newer one, so when it came to clowns, and that's only because in the original Pennywise, the clown to me is scary because it's more realistic, if that makes sense. Like with the new ones there was loads of like special effects, but with the original you could tell that, like, I'm lost in words on what I'm saying. Sorry. You could tell that there hadn't been any special effects added to the makeup or anything, or to the clown itself. So it sort of gave a sort of realness to it. So I feel like that's the only clown that has sort of scared me a little bit. But Art the Clown from Terrifier scared me. It wasn't even the fact. I was gonna say it wasn't even the fact of what he looks like. No, the fact of what he looks like actually scares me. One of the main reasons though he scared me was because you don't know when he's going to be around a corner. You don't know whether he's going to be behind someone. You don't know when he's going to appear. You don't know if he's never going to appear in a scene. You know, you don't know when like he's next going to appear, how fast he's going to appear, how slow he's going to appear. And that is the scary thing. Like, the suspense is like built like incredibly. I think that is one massive cinema credit I will give those movies, like, that I felt for me, that they like made me feel terrified. And I know horror is supposed to freak you out. Some people get like really scared easily, some people don't. I'm one of those people, I do get scared easily, but I usually get scared after watching a film. So for example, I watched The Exorcist, the original one, and I sort of laughed when I was watching it because obviously it's so old now and everything, but after I finished watching, I actually got scared because I was like, oh my god, wait, it's kind of scary now thinking about it. That's usually me with horrors. I'll get scared afterwards because I'm thinking about it. Whereas with this, it actually got me to be scared while watching it. Like, I was so scared. Like, when I turned off the film as well, and then I accidentally knocked a bag that was next to me, and it scared the life out of me. I'm not even joking. And there's not really been a film that has ever given me that effect other than Terrifier, and that is a reason why I want to say well done for like making me scared. But the other reasons why I don't think I would watch it again, so this is for both actually, is the gruesomeness, because it comes to a point where I literally couldn't. I was looking at the screen, but then I was like really covering my eyes. I was like talking to my TV, going, please don't, please don't, please don't. Like I was just like, stop it. But I want to say I could see why people like it, but honestly, I don't know how people can sit through that and just easily watch it without like flinching or like just squealing or anything. So if you're squeamish, this is not for you. Those two films are not for you, because the first one's bad enough, right, when it came out, and then the second one, people were like, oh my god, it's worse. It is worse. It is worse. Like I was debating whether or not I should even watch it, but trust me, it is so much worse. And like I just felt so like weird, like after, if I watch something gross, like gruesome or something, I will feel like really weird and like really gross like afterwards, if that makes sense. Like and so it just makes you feel like queasy and stuff like the next few days. What it did for me. The acting, incredible, I just want to say, from the person who played the clown. Amazing. Obviously everyone else, yeah, brilliant as well, of course, but wow, the makeup, the commitment to be that clown, but if I was on set, I know if I was an actor on that set, I would freak out. I wouldn't be able to like face the actor even without the makeup. Like I just wouldn't, because it would freak me out. But what I do love is I also love the colour like coordination they use. So like for example, when you think of clowns, you usually think of like, I don't know, fun colourful colours, and like, so for example the Pennywise clown, you know, like red, green, yellow, all these colours, whereas Art the Clown is just black and white, and I love that because it just makes it seem so much more odd and like oldie worldy, if that makes sense. Like I think my favourite as well for the second film was the little girl clown. She was creepy. She was so creepy. Like she just made the second film even scarier. I don't know whether or not she's in the short film actually that it was originally based on, or I'm just thinking of the trailer I saw for Terrifier 2, because I don't know whether or not she was in the short film. But again, I haven't watched that yet, but I do want to. I don't know if it's on YouTube or anything like that, so I'm going to try and find it, but I just, yeah. And one thing I realised is on my podcast, I have stopped on the two recent ones I've done. I haven't done my star rating. I think I did a star rating in the other ones. Well, I hope I did. Otherwise, I'm just telling a lie. But I'm going to do a star rating, and I'm going to continue to do my star ratings. So this film, so for the first film, so this is out of 5 stars. I'm going to rate it, I'm going to rate it a 3. But then I do want to go 3.5. I'm going to go 3.5 stars out of 5. Because I don't want to go 4, you know. Because, again, the gruesomeness. Wow. So I'm going to say 3.5. Because it's really hard, because it's almost like I want to give it a 4, but like I don't. Because I'm quite strict with my rating. So yeah, we're going to stick with the 3.5 for the first film. For the second film, I think I'm gonna push it to a 4. I think I'm gonna push it to a 4 because it had more talk about it. Like I know, like for example, my friend, she's never seen the first film, but I think she wants to watch the second film. Like I know loads of people, when it comes to watching Terrifier, they usually go for the second film because they've heard more about it. So it had so much more hype around it and stuff, and I think it definitely deserved that hype. But yeah, so that was what I thought about Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2. And I will be watching the short film. And yeah, so thank you for listening, and I will be posting more episodes soon.